All right, what's up, everybody? My name is Jeff Rayland, the founder of Groundwork. Wanted to give you a quick update on a new feature we just launched. Next time you log in, I would love for you to check out the Analytics tab. So you'll notice that the options up here have changed slightly. You won't have this admin. That's because I am a super admin in our system. But you will see an Analytics tab. That will allow you to access this. Fairly basic interface. What we have built for you is a simple way for you to figure out how much impact you are getting with the Groundwork embed on your website, or really more broadly, how many times people see the form or the kickoff, and then how they progress through the steps in the process. The goal here is to give you better information so that you can make better decisions to market your business and to streamline your sales process. So I'm going to go through some of the terms because this could be a little bit confusing. First of all, obviously start date, end date, pretty self-explanatory. Then you have some different intervals you can check here and then hit submit, and then all of these items will update for you. The loads, this very simply encompasses any time that somebody sees an opportunity to interact with the Groundwork kickoff form. So usually for most people that starts with first name, last name, email address, and cell phone. So that would count as a load. This also counts if you have the button, the pop-up button on your website, and that is kind of hovering in the bottom right-hand side of your website, that will count as a load as well. So for those that do not have that button on the website, and you just have kind of what we call the embed form, that is how many almost like page views or page loads that you have. Now, because we have a couple of different ways you could do this, we also have a metric called opens or pop-up clicks. This is when that pop-up that is hovering in the right-hand corner, kind of like this, like our help button is. If you are not aware, you can actually have a Groundwork kind of pop up or a hovering button in the bottom right-hand side of your website. If that is clicked and then the pop-up, the overlay pops up, that is what this metric tracks. So most likely you will have more loads than you will pop-up call to action clicks. So that's that. This is leads. These are very simply, if we capture contact information, what we call the contact block, that will register as a lead. And then you have what we call flow completions. We've also called this video leads in the past, but this means that they completed whatever step they should be completed. However you have your flows set up, they completed that flow. Usually this will be less than the lead count, depending on how you have it set up, but that's kind of how that goes. And then we give you some conversion stats. So this would be view to lead conversion. So if they were impacted by an opportunity to put their information in to the contact block, that would count as a view. So that would account a pop-up load, or if they view the actual form embed on your website. So that's what that is. That is how many times it was viewed versus how many people actually entered their contact information. So that's what that kind of counts. Usually on a kind of an e-commerce-ish type of website, it's around 1%. If there's these service pages, if you're getting good interested traffic to your website, it's 3 to 4%. And we're actually seeing higher and higher percentages of conversion the more people in our customer base that are going through and actually getting that pop-up put on their website, just because it's a better experience. It's a little bit more front and center and explanatory of what they're doing, so they convert at higher rates. So if you don't have the pop-up installed on your website, that button on your website, we encourage you to do that. Now, this is lead to flow completion. So this measures the percentage of folks that go through the start the process and then complete the flow. We see these, around the 40, 50%. This is some test data, so it's not quite up there, but that's typically what we see. So that's pretty self-explanatory there. And then this is some closed one. These are, if you're archiving leads, we ask you to mark the lead as either qualified or unqualified, closed won, closed lost. So that's what this is. This just tracks how many of those leads get tracked as each of those metrics here. And here's closed won conversion. This is just a percentage. So notice you can export all of these. You can also compare based on different metrics here. I'll let you kind of mess around with that. As an example, if you wanted to compare by lead source, this is not going to have great data in here just because it's a test account. But if you track those different lead sources and you're consistent with that, or if you wanted to do by zip code, let's see if we get different zip codes in there. Yeah, there's a lot of zip codes because we test all over. Let's do by state. That's going to be a bunch of those too, just because we have a bunch of different data in here. But you can also hover. I know this isn't terribly pretty, but you can see what this, looks like across those. So it's pretty self-explanatory. Let me see if we can, here we go, mobile desktop. This will give you a cleaner view. This is a better example. So what I would say is that, all right, mobile is the true value here. So people convert from mobile a lot higher than they do from desktop. So you can do that on all these charts, compare different metrics based on different elements of data that are in the system. You can export each of these as well. And then you can also do custom charts. That one needs to be deleted, but you can build a new custom chart. And in that, you're setting the interval and you're choosing which metrics you want to include. You can preview the chart before you save it, and then that will just show up in your analytics dashboard every single time you load it. So some of this is new. All right, well, all of it's new to you. We've been working on it and using some of these tools internally as a team, but hopefully they're helpful to you. Again, a lot of that stuff, the standard analytics are just standard. They'll come in there and then you can build these custom charts for yourself based on what you want to track. So that's what we got for you in this quick little update. Hopefully that makes sense. And please reach out, support@hellogroundwork.com if you have any questions or could use some help. And as always, you can click on the Support Center and chat with your friendly customer success manager from this interface. So that's it for now. Thanks for tuning in.